Pleasant days, but it sure has been chilly at night.
Definitely. We started off this morning in the lower or upper 30s, I should say, and then the lower 70s this afternoon. So it was a gorgeous day. It almost felt like springtime, where you have to have a jacket in the morning and then you can leave it behind in the afternoon. Heading into the next couple of days, though, you're going to take that jacket and put another one on top of it. It's going to be very cold here in the next couple of days, but like we said, very pleasant afternoon today. 70 degrees was our high. This Arctic cold front currently through the northern half of the state is going to bring us that big weather change. You can see up in the central and northern plains, temperatures in the negative double digits already. So very cold up there. We're not going to get quite that cold down here in South Texas, but a stark contrast to us being in the 60s at this time. Now, when is that front going to get here? It's going to get here in the early morning hours. I think probably on the later end of these time frames that I have in here, getting through Corpus Christi, likely between 6, 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. Temperatures are definitely going to drop as we head into Tuesday, but for now, we're going to be in the 50s for most of the day tomorrow. So by tomorrow morning, we're going to be in the lower 50s. We'll briefly drop into the upper 40s in between these two and then rise back up into the lower 50s again. So a big cool down from today, and we're only going to get colder. Look at Monday morning, temperatures in the 30s. And again, even colder weather than that is on the way. We're going to talk about all of these impacts here as we go into the rest of our forecast. But I do want to remind you, we do have our weather app here. You can search for the KIII app in whatever app store you have, because if you were to pull out your regular phone weather app right now, it's probably going to tell you tomorrow's high temperature is in the 60s, when that is not the case at all. That's going to be the temperature around midnight. So that is not the high temperature for the day as this cold front comes into the coastal bend. So we're going to see that arrive in the coastal bend heading into tomorrow morning. This is more like what your weather forecast should be looking like. Instead of temperatures in the 60s tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at lower 50s and upper 40s, with those temperatures again falling in the middle of the morning into the upper 40s as well. That continues to push southward. So by Monday morning, Corpus Christi, we're not quite at freeze criteria just yet, but some of our northern and western counties, y'all will be seeing freezing temperatures at the surface. And once we start to throw a little bit of moisture into the mix, we're going to start to see some freezing rain possible, particularly in our northern and western counties. We're not completely sold on Corpus Christi seeing any freezing rain just yet, but that possibility is there, especially, like I said, for our northern and western counties. Heading into Monday night, Tuesday morning, and then even into Wednesday morning, we do finally have some hard freezes on the table, including Corpus Christi, but you can see drier air working in, so that's going to throw all the moisture out. That's why we're not completely sold on seeing freezing rain into the Corpus Christi area. But again, areas to the north and over to the west in the brush country, that is where we could expect to see a little bit of freezing rain accumulating, a couple hundredths to maybe a tenth of an inch. So you do want to be careful on the roads as we head into Monday morning. Now, the reason why we're probably not going to see that here in Corpus Christi, like I said, is while we have above freezing temperatures here in the bottom layer of the atmosphere with a tiny little layer of freezing air, that's not going to be enough for any rain that falls through in these lower layers to stick to the ground and just immediately freeze. And then way up above that, no moisture, that snow growth region is bone dry. So snow not happening, but we do have that low probability of freezing rain as we head into Monday morning for some of our northern counties whenever we see this layer of freezing air expanding towards the surface. So with that, those areas do have a winter weather advisory going on for Monday morning. That's wind chills as low as 15 degrees with the potential for that patchy drizzle. Now heading into Monday morning as well, we've already got a freeze watch for those same areas, even expanded a little bit for Monday morning and Sunday night as well. So that's for temperatures right under 30 degrees. We're not going to see that freeze watch expanded just yet until we head into tomorrow, and then that will be for a later time frame, expanding over the rest of the coastal bend as we expect those temperatures to jump below freezing heading into Monday night, Tuesday morning for us here in Corpus Christi. So the first freeze we're going to have temperatures in the upper 20s, right on the top end of a hard freeze. Then as we head into Wednesday morning, a bit cooler temperatures in the middle 20s with an even harder and longer freeze. So here's a look at what we can be seeing with not only our lows, but the wind chills in the mornings as well. Like I said, hard freezes Tuesday, Wednesday morning with wind chills, very, very cold. You're going to be wanting to bundle up in layers, especially if you're heading outdoors for an extended period of time. Maybe you're heading out to the Martin Luther King commemorative march on Monday. Want to bundle up. Temperatures staying in the upper 30s, lower 40s with wind chills right around freezing for most of the day. So it's going to be very, very cold here is the gist of what we want you to prepare for. Temperatures freezing Monday and Tuesday nights in Corpus Christi, even possibly Sunday night in some of our northern communities. So make sure you're wrapping your pipes, keeping your heat on, covering plants, and bringing your pets inside. All of those good things that we've been talking about over the last week. Here's a look at forecast for tomorrow. You can see that dip in temperatures once the front arrives by mid-morning. Heading into Monday, we will be watching that potential for freezing rain in our northern and western counties, but otherwise we'll finally and slowly warm up to a much milder Thursday. Brian.
Thank you, Kristen.